Hello guys, today I'm going to show you how to make text in Smashit. The result is kind of like this. Yeah. Looking pretty great, right? Now let's get started. First, you need a few add-ons to let you be able to do this. First, we'll need Shader. This is a very critical plugin that allows you to create fan-made levels in Blender for Smashit. Then you also need Voxelator. This is the thing that we'll use to convert a complex mesh into a bunch of cubes that is recognizable by Shader. Now let's first create a text object. Nice there. Move a little bit closer. Yes. Now with a text object, if you go to edit mode, instead of letting you have the vertex and the edges being able to edit, you are actually typing the actual text that is being displayed. So let's type hello world in here. Okay, let's go back to object mode, and then we're going to go over to the text properties, and here I'm going to add an extrude of 0.05 meters. Perfect. And let's make the text align in the center and take the font a little bit. This is looking great. I'll choose this one. Awesome. For now, the text is like it's lying on the ground, which is not very good. So the next thing we are going to do is we're going to rotate the object and make it stand up. Let's do that. Perfect. Let's do another rotation this way. Great. Then I'm going to move this text object to where I would need it to be. Here. Let's move a little bit closer to make sure everything is accurate. Awesome. Right now the text is very tiny, so let's make it a little bit bigger. Perfect. Then I want it to be over here, maybe a little bit this way. Great. Right now we're done with the text, but we cannot just export this level straight away, because what you will see in the level is a rectangular prism at this position as the same size as your text, because simply Shader cannot recognize text objects, and so you cannot do that. So what we are going to do next is we're first going to convert that to a mesh. Now when you go to edit mode, you can see the vertex and the edges just like a regular rectangular prism and all the other objects. Okay. Now this is still not enough. We still need to convert this whole thing to a bunch of little cubes, because shatter rectangular prism is the only thing it can do. Nothing else. Not even a rotation to the walls are allowed in Smash It. So what we are going to do is we're going to voxelate that using the voxelator plugin. And very importantly, remember to check this separate cubes option there, because we are going to need that. Okay, now we can see the text is being converted into a bunch of cubes, but the resolution is way too low and we can barely see the text. So let's undo that and let's go increase the resolution to maybe 100. Okay. Oh, nice. This is looking so good, guys. But now, still, we cannot export this to Smash It because the whole thing is now one single object, which is not possible to export to Smash It. It will just becomes another rectangular prism that is this size. So let's go over to edit mode, select everything, and let it separate by loose parts. And a few moments later, we shall see all the cube objects being separated. There. Awesome. But now, if you export, you will see one tiny cube at this position and nothing else. Why this happens? Because right now, all of these cubes have their origin at this position, and this is not good. Shatter cannot recognize objects with their origin not at the center, so let's go and fix that. Great. Now we have all the origins perfectly lined up with the object, and now the exporting should work. But before we go ahead and export this, let's fix a few things, like here, this. We don't want this thing. Delete that. Perfect. There are still a little bit more things I need to tweak here and also there. We don't need these stuff. Okay. Now this is looking really great. Let's go ahead and export this level to the test server and see how it looks. Reload the level. See if the text is there. It seems like it's not. Very weird. Why did that happen? Okay, you know what? I'm going to remove all of these on the top, because Smash Hit actually has a limit to the amount of walls that a level can have. So if you go over that limit, new walls will simply not show up in the game. So let's go. Yeah, this should work. Let's try that. Yep, we got the text. Hello world. Very good. A pure white text is Way too boring. Let's add some color. Now let's select all of this. Deselect the ground because we don't need that. And then go over to item, set the color property. So it's a very good and nice looking color. I like this. Okay. Now, very importantly, do not just export this level and hope all of the text will be green straight away. It's not gonna work like that. How Blender works is you have a single object selected as the main object, and what you are tweaking here only applies to the main objects, not the other selection. And to apply it to everything selected, we're gonna right click on that and copy to selected. Now we have everything changed. I don't know why the ground becomes green. Okay, now it looks great. Let's go ahead and export this level and see how it looks. Awesome. We have the text, hello world. However, if you look very closely, very closely there, we have a tiny little glitch. It seems like there's another tiny object over here that is showing. So it's actually this text object. Yeah, it's this. Blender always likes to create a backup for the text object after you convert it to a mesh, so you need to delete that. Now if we go export that again, this object should not show up, only the text we need. Yeah, perfect. So this is basically how you create a text in Smash It. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you next time.